Holla. I know how to stream, I swear. Yep. Are you surprised at this point? You shouldn't be. I'm back to my Genshin addiction. I mean, it's not an addiction. I can stop whenever I want. Yeah. Free primos, pod.
Even a mist flower would melt in this heat. Now that I think about it, it would.
The lantern rite.
You'll get what
The
I
lantern
mean.
rite. Ah,
Oh.
and the lantern rite is my favorite. I want to wait till some of the chapters unlock. Oh, okay. Later. I want to finish the what's the word? The story, yeah, the Archon quest. Yeah. Listen, it was a long day of like nothing today. So, you know, that is what it is. As much as I want to go farm that motherfucker, we're gonna go do the story quest first. So, off we go! Yeah, Yolan's story is the prereq because I'm pretty sure she's in the Lantern Rite quest line, so it's probably some like homage to something that happens and whatnot, you know. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna change my party. I wasn't vibing with this. Chat, pick a number 1 through 10. Actually, 1 through 9. Pick a number 1 through 10, but not 4. This is how we're gonna choose my party. But I said no 4! I do like this squad, but I'm not feeling it right now. 1 through 10, but not 4. These are your options here. I'm waiting. Seven? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spicy green beans it is! Don't ask me why I named this squad that. I think it was mostly because most of them were green hair. And the spicy is Sino's electricity. I need to review Sucrose's stuff, I think, actually. I don't know if her artifacts are very good at the moment. They are not. I was doing full elemental mastery with her. Okay. Oh, that's right, because I was going for elemental reactions. That's why. Aha. She was supposed to be good pair with Cookie and Sino. So. Let's see. What are we up first? know what I'm doing, I swear. Brr. Chong. Ooh, a crit damage addition. Yeah. Okay. That's all we got for now. Although, I haven't been in my teapot in a bit. Hang on, let me go in there real quick. Oh, I forgot gore. Look, more fuel. It's spamming too fast. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, anyway, teapot real quick, and then we continue story. Just so I can secret this artifacts a little more. It's important. Gotta make our spicy green beans extra spicy. Speaking of food, me, you nibble. Ow.
This realm is true.
Wait. Before I look at that, give me those. Give me that. Pog. Wait, what's new? Is there new Sumeru things? Probably. Oh, there's more Sumeru furniture that I need to buy. Wait, getting distracted. What I'm actually here for are these. I have 5, I think. I've not been doing a ton of exploring. I'm like 50% in most of my areas.
If you ever
I know I need to go explore some more, get some Dendro Oculus. Got a whole new area to explore too. Before we continue. Let's also do her attack. Yeah. Boom. Alright. Yeah, he's mostly done. Just doing a quick review of what I have for everybody. Yeah. We're good. Do stuff and story! We do story!
We finally made it to Caravan Rebat. It's pretty lively here. So, just past this wall is the desert, huh?
Yerp.
Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside.
Whoa!
Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
It is indeed quite impressive.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Hello, Daddy. I'll hit him.
Over here.
Thunder Daddy.
Oh, Ethan went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him.
Ugh.
Wonder what he's up to.
Look at him go. Oh, he's so pretty.
What the? Where did she go?
Oh. Did Thunder Daddy just get us
How
out
did
of a
we
tight
lose them?
spot?
They were just here a second ago.
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were
Shocking.
too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Thanks, I'll hit them. We couldn't have shaken them without you.
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was
Greater
correct a
Lord
mistake I happened
Rukkhadevata?
to come across. It's a habit I developed at the academia.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you
I
here.
don't know that hard once you know how to pronounce it.
Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list.
Shocking! We
that I
can't go
didn't
anywhere
expect
without
it.
becoming wanted
However,
criminals in every country.
Had I wish to turn you over to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
Hello! We're doing more Genshin story because I am very behind. One second, I'm finishing my food. Did you participate in the Sage's big project?
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
Sir, you can't just say things like that while I'm eating. Stop. Ah! Whew. Okay. Yep. So you're actually looking for me?
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the divine knowledge capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ainul Ahmar used the divine knowledge capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Must have been because I was so shocked to hear those words again. World, forget me.
You really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
The situation is a little complicated. I can't share what I know just yet.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right? No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
That's right! We have the same plan as you! But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest
Just trying to
starting
get
with Aria
away.
Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
Yes. Yes, I would. Absolutely. Let's head there together then.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go!
Yes! Except we can't walk. If he was like out walking, following me, I totally would just like straight up walk there. But you know, they don't do that here, unfortunately. They did it with an NPC once, but not the main characters. No, they would never. Anyway, let's just go. I do very much enjoy the idea of traveling with him.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place! Let's go check it out!
I know, give us time with our husbandos and waifus, bruh. Some quality time. Oh, there's the boy! Oh, look at him go! Boys, please, you're both pretty. That said, it was a really cool fight sequence.
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh, Hatham, do not think you can escape my judgment. Just
My
because
Oshi.
you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
Oh, that's
Though
hot.
styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Alhaitham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you,
Well,
I'd never choose
he's
to side
hot,
with
so.
him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing
I like
this
that.
scribe for
I
a
like that
long
in a
time.
man.
I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
I don't trust him as much as you seem to think, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stand by and do nothing.
Has Alhaitham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Alhaitham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
Hello, probably human. Just being down horrendous as always. Also, like, I'm so happy that Sayu managed to get Sino as a role. If you didn't know, Sino's voice actor is a VTuber too, by the name of Sayu, and he's my Oshi. He's why I wanted to become a VTuber. So, I'm very happy to hear him in the game. He's been wanting like a proper Genshin role aside from NPCs for so long, and I was like, I'm so happy he managed to land one. Anyway, so you did lie to us.
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you...
Oh yeah, he did. He C6'd it.
I'm aware,
And I
the
think
other Matra
also
have been
his weapon.
speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you
Yeah,
from
that's a lot of
simply
money.
using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
I would too, though. If I ever voiced a character in Genshin, I would absolutely C6 that bitch. No doubt. Like, I don't care how much money it fucking takes, I would do it. Use that Genshin money to just put it right back into the game. I don't know if I'm good enough for, like, actual professional voice acting roles like that, though. It'd be fun, but I just don't press X to doubt. Sorry, hydrating. Remember to hydrate your thirsty thoughts. Is it a mission from the sages?
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh. What should we do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Well, look at you
Mommy
two acting
too?
all
Oh,
tough over
yes. The story is so good.
Great! Finally, someone that we can trust!
True.
Out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. How dare you bring
No.
your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village?
I'm not simping. What are you
Seems like
talking about?
Someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
Yes, mommy. Do it. Crush them. Neither of them can afford to be distracted by Dea. They are still looking for an opportunity to attack.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Where's the tumbleweed? We need that right now.
What's going on? The wind's so strong! Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away!
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover!
Mommy Candace? Oh, so many hot characters in one place. How am I supposed to handle this?
Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you academia
Oh no,
such
Paimon
hard
gets
work?
blown away.
Move
So
it.
sad. Oh.
All right, stop yelling.
Soon, boys. Listen, boys, they're all pretty. There's no need to fight over me. Listen, boys.
Well, this is pretty awkward.
A little bit.
Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our
Mommy.
village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace.
Ugh, she's so
protector
pretty.
of Aru Village.
Our savior has come at last.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
You have my gratitude.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those.
Onet-chan.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect
Ugh,
my fellow
look
villagers
at her.
from harm, I
Damn.
was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So
They just
please,
pose a threat to
have
each
an
other.
honest
It's
and sincere
fine.
conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest.
Yes, mommy, tell
If
them.
anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Ayy.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
Mediator with her
I
sword.
have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While PyahEXethon wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission.
Aww.
Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Oh.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself.
Oh.
I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
Bruh. No one escapes judgment.
No good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, The Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge.
Yep.
The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today.
So then you decided to exile yourself?
I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me.
Good
This way,
idea.
they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find
True.
the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary.
It's still too early to trust him completely. What if he made the whole story What if the whole story was just made up?
Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Alhaitham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage.
No.
The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Alhaitham?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the divine knowledge capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
From the very beginning, Alhaitham was the sages watching me from the very beginning.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the traveler.
Paimon, don't sound so
The promised
offended.
reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
The most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward?
True.
I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule.
Sleep
In
well,
the end,
probably
I
human.
realized my wisdom
I will
committed
have
to
happy
this rather
simping
than
time.
collaborating with the sages.
Look at him. He's so
Had I
pretty.
been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ainul Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
Mm-hmm. Yeah? It's very snitchy. What about your encounter with me? Did you join forces with me just so you could investigate me?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So
Hey.
it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the divine knowledge capsule.
Teehee.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
Now that you mention it, things did go like that. It's not enough to prove his innocence.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebot as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the divine knowledge capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied.
Fair.
After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
A little bit.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
For now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings.
Yeah.
And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward.
Mommy's just here to
My
fight.
employer, Junior-Zad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru Village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Eh.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Oh.
Whoa! What was that sound?
No
Yeah.
need to worry.
Uh,
Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Okay.
Creatures? In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
You slay queen.
Just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
I don't doubt that.
The winds died down. That
Just to
means
get
the
to hang
sandstorm's
out
over,
with
right?
3 hot characters all at once for extended time in a sandstorm. That sounds fanfic worthy.
All right, let's go. We've been here long enough. and the
Kill
boys
some
reached
time, you know. Curiosity definitely can kill anybody. Doo-dee-doo. She got a nice ass house. Alright, let's go. Whee! Hi, mommy.
Oh, Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Personal fan fiction can kill someone's heart. That is me. Not only is she really strong, but her stamina is also something else.
Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
You go, Queen.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Mane in action. I'll leave these to you then.
Yes.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's
Ugh.
go!
I need to save for her run, but I really want Althim's weapon.
Can't see.
Stand with me! Animo test 6308!
Nowhere to run.
I'll uproot you. Enshroud.
Absorption test.
Do 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Nowhere to run. Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up? The creature stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Yeah.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children.
Yeah, the Rift Towns kind of fucking suck.
I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Sorry for all the trouble.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe
Oh.
and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
I guess that makes sense.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest. And
But if abyssal
sandstorms and
monsters are
earthquakes
showing
in the
up,
desert?
that
Everything
sucks.
in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Hmm.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the academia.
Oh.
Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest.
Yeah.
The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert.
But crazy equals
Though if you ask
genius.
me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Tanari also brought this up before. Peja was also nearly exiled to the desert.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing.
That's
without a
not
trace.
good.
But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
This
I've
is
had encounters with those
fine.
people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
Oh,
That's hot.
you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, you know. A little kidnapping, a little bit of trolling, it's fine. I'll help too.
Because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
That's why this is a great opportunity to watch him. It'll be fine. Day and the others are here too.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's
Ooh,
start by finding a spot to share what
that's
we
a
know so far.
compliment. I got complimented by my Oshi.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to the mad scholars as village keepers?
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down.
Interesting.
Initially, the people of Aru village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end,
Interesting.
not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
The soft green light? A mad scholar protecting our
Thank you,
village?
Blue. Have a nice night.
What do you make of it, traveler?
Must have been Nahida's power. Only she is capable of that.
Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
Nahida was
If
treating
you were able to
them.
draw a
That's so
conclusion from this one
sweet.
story
She's such a
alone,
sweet
then it
bean.
appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story?
The mad scholar's power likely came from Lesser Lord Kusanali. Lesser Lord Kusanali was actually the one who protected the village.
Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
He sounds so soft talking about her. It's so
Lesser
cute.
Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon, is she really active in Sumeru?
Yeah.
The academia has always
Just
placed
very
far greater
sneaky.
importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
She's just very
No
low
way!
key.
Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise. Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
She also saved me once not long ago. We saved Sumeru together in the not so distant past.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Not in
How
person,
can
but
this be?
yeah.
To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Mogus.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation.
You betcha.
But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Knock knock.
help me find my grandpa? Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
Hmm.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa crazy?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Hazen wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa.
Yeah.
Let's find a way to help him.
He doesn't need to come with us though.
Sorry,
He can stay put.
I was only listening in 'cause
We'll
I
find
wanted to
him,
know where
but we
Grandpa
don't. We don't need
went.
to.
Honest, if you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
Please help him, Sino.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Yeah. Oh, more in here. Haha. Stretch.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you're back
At least this
already.
one is.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
That's all we need to know.
You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back.
I know, he's my Oshi.
Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries.
Sayu
who
is why I
rarely
became a
returned to the village
VTuber.
after finding employment in the city.
He
He
motivated
was
me at
raised
least.
by his grandfather.
I was watching him a lot and I was just like, yes,
Unfortunately, it was
that's
only
what
a
I
few
want to
years
do.
before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance.
Hey,
So Grandpa
Nahida
walked
doing
up to
her
Isak
job.
and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and
Aww.
accompanied Isak until he fell asleep.
Oh, that's so cute.
The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him.
Aww.
However, even so,
Oh, I know. Candace is our queen. She's so pretty.
it's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking.
Interesting.
Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives.
Yeah.
It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Grandpa got dementia. Yeah, kinda. Oh, I did not read what Traveler just thought. From the look on Sino's face, he probably connected the dots as
Maybe the
well.
people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
We gotta go find Grandpa. People, where did you go?
Hey, Isak! Oh, it's you guys!
Come on, punk. We're gonna go find Grandpa.
Let's go find your grandpa!
Get in, loser. We're going to find Grandpa.
Thank you so much!
Your Grandpa will be found safe and sound.
Alright. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
I could see that. I could definitely see Sino being a brat. Primos! Primos! Okay, let's go. Oh, let me heal people up a little bit. So you can sit here. Knock it off. What's up, dude?
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
Okay, thanks, I guess. What a ton of help you were.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
That's because he
Don't
is.
change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them.
Are you
I
okay,
usually go to bed
honey?
pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
They are.
Grandpa.
They just went a little
Oh, hello
crazy.
there.
It's
What's the voice
fine.
You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes.
Oh.
He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever
No,
the
it's
case,
just
I'll
Nahida
always be
possessing,
thankful
but
to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
don't you worry. Nahida will help you. Nahida helps all. She is good as the bean. What's up?
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently?
Have you seen people?
You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak.
Yeah.
Grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. Might explain why she's always mad at me.
Oh,
Just wife
thank you.
things.
Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right?
Yeah.
Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, that's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you.
Yeah.
I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
No, this village is nice.
What a nice guy. Okay, thank you, sir.
Huh?
What's wrong, Sina? Did something happen?
Don't say anything for now.
Okay.
Isak, stay here. Let's head
Being
over there.
followed again.
Stay quiet as you move.
Got it. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky.
Grandma, is King Deshret really gonna come back from the dead?
It's all a bunch.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and King Deshret. Isn't it a sign of King Deshret's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for King Deshret's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly.
No.
Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Hey.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Yeah, he is.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that King Deshret will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear!
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for King Deshret's speedy return. Delavar also said that once King Deshret returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under King Deshret and fight for a share of the glory.
Is
Whatever you
that
say, bud.
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning
They
these
said
rumors.
though that
If I'm guilty, then
the
everyone else
King
around me is
Deshret
also
stuff was
guilty.
started
just
by
saying
the
what the others
academia.
The people here really like King Deshret, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
The academia is probably the true target of their hatred.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking.
Oh,
Many others to stop you from sending warning messages.
hey yo!
So you best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything.
Oh, that's
until
hot.
I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish,
Damn.
and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
Damn.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying.
I know, it's hot. Good thing I'm not one of your enemies.
He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
All the more reason for you not to get on his bad side.
I heard that.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places.
Maybe we could check some of the scholars' homes. Maybe we'll find something there.
Very well.
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Ikazu!
Join the Eremites.
Follow the kiddo.
Grandpa, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. This is where Grandpa usually stays. There sure isn't much here.
What's that smell? It smells like a bark. Sino, did you catch a faint whiff of incense?
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before.
It's definitely that one.
But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
Nah, I'm fine.
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tainari?
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes.
Yes, friends.
Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
No. No need.
I can't handle the scent very well.
Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house?
No, it was in the forest where a scholar was meditating.
In the forest. From a scholar.
Let's keep looking for more clues. It'd be more efficient if we split up. There are 2 Sinos now. It's like someone has been living here this entire time. Oh, they're all daily necessities. Oh, not out here? Okay. What the Sino doing?
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here. From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in the direction of the door.
You mean someone else has been here?
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
His kidnapper.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
That's true. Lured him away. So that's what happened?
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent?
You get lured away by food all the time. You fall for that kind of thing all the time, bye Mom.
Hey, what's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa. So
It's all the
someone's taking
more
advantage of their weakness?
all the more prevalent that it's the
Why would
academia.
anyone want to abduct all the scholars?
Is it to resurrect King Deshret?
Are the rumors really
No.
true?
They're not resurrecting King Deshret. They're just making another god. Probably gonna try and name him King Deshret just to fuel the rumors. That's the only lead we have so far.
Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong.
Don't worry, kid. We'll save people.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
Yeah. No. No. Get them little toesies.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice too.
Girls having girl talk.
We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Yeah.
Dia's here too.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
I love all these hot characters in one place.
We haven't seen him at all.
He's around somewhere.
Huh.
Lurking.
I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Probably doing his
Did
own
you
research.
find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
Yep.
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process.
That's why it's somebody
I
from
don't
the
see anybody in
academy.
the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip.
Oh.
Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
Do tell
If
me.
Emma remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts.
I feel like I've heard these names somewhere before.
These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this place inside and out.
But Dia, Dia's winking at me. Maybe I should stay quiet for now.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every more I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Yeah.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Oh.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust.
Mommy. You can kick
I need to
ass.
go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good.
Mommy
We've got a plan.
frontin'.
The Traveler and
She
Paimon will go
frontin'.
to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, now he's gone. What's the real plan? Oh, look at you two.
Sino, please don't take offense. I'm sure Dia just wants to help everyone solve their problem as quickly as possible. That's why she can be so straightforward at times.
I don't mind.
Ah, I see. Well, from the way you were staring out into the distance, I thought you might have been mulling over Dia's words.
No, I'm used to being treated that way. It's natural to fear strength. I take no objection to it.
Strong boy. I'm gonna grab a drink really quick. I'll be right back. I'm not even gonna do the BRB. I'll just be right back. Give me a second. Chotomate kudasai. I'm gonna twitch. I'm gonna freak out. handed to me on your way back there? I mean, the only one that's not cold is birds. I mean, I don't care if it's full. I can deal. But if birds works too, if I don't want to pick up all the stuff. I just desire the books.
He's whiny. Let him be, he's fine.
It's funny how it's just like everyone else is.
Yeah.
I'll tolerate it.
I return. I did not. No.
Oh.
I said I'll be right back.
I know, but usually when I don't do the screen, I still. Oh well. Hi people, I'm sitting in the background.
Muting's overrated.
There's
We do it live.
Neko on a couch. There's Neko on a chair behind.
Yeah. I'm
Staring
surrounded
at
by
me.
cats. I also grabbed a snacky. I wanted some sugar after my dinner. Oh. Okay. Watch your toes, Noodle. I'm gonna scoop.
Also, I stopped her because she proceeded to try to block the cat from jumping on the chair earlier.
So rude. Oh. I'm gonna buy headphones. I need to hear. Oh. Alright. Asthma time. As per usual. Ready, steady, go! Let's get started. Ready, steady, go! We're doing it live. Yeah. 9 out of 10 cracks. We're going back over here. Damn. Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim.
Rude.
We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving.
Man. That's fucking
Geniuses like
racist.
Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate. Even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
Man, the academia fucking sucks, dude.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
You probably could. Don't believe in the me that believes in you. Fucking tear down that wall. I understand how she feels, but I hope she doesn't do anything drastic here. Hey, Dia. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those
Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say.
Paimon,
want
don't
anyone to find
fucking
out
blow
what we're
it
here for.
again.
Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Hehe.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence.
Yeah?
You for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
Waifu. Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
Hmm?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Enger, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
Seems to be the
I've got a spice
consensus.
trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
Yes, totally.
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Hmm?
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Whatever you say, bud. Wee.
It's a rare opportunity. Let's go check it out.
Yoink. Waiting for the betrayal. Where's the ambush? I'm ready. Let me
Ain't
hit
there
him.
yet.
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on, a wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
Oh boy. You don't even know. Shocking. I totally didn't see that coming.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the academia to look for the missing scholars.
Yes.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. Paimon knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake.
No. I have him in my pocket.
You left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really
Boy,
thought you'd fall for your little
you don't
business
know. She
deal
had a 2-month
nonsense?
training session in a dream.
So you and
She coulda
Delavar
fucked shit up.
all along.
Dia,
Mhm.
I guess it's
Hello,
only
hello,
natural
Silver
for a
Flare.
traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. we're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert
I
folk
know.
overthrowing the academia.
Traveler has, like,
That's the case,
literally
then I'm
fought
sure
God.
Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
Gods
I'll
and
be
their
honest with you,
disciples
if it weren't for what you
constantly.
said in the village, your little monologue about the wall of Samio would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar.
Fought an Archon,
Anger.
fought a fallen
here too, huh?
Archon, fought a dragon.
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of King Deshret despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert
Yeah,
dweller,
bro,
would
like, me
understand that King
too.
Deshret
That
is greater
story
than
is
the
so
Judge of Arca.
fucking sad. I was
And you
bawling.
don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping
Hit me right
innocent
where it
scholars,
hurt.
all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
Ah,
You're
but
not
Day is
wrong.
different.
Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking.
I know,
Get up.
Paimon's just so... She had emptied. She has one brain cell, and it got fried during
Just
the,
as I expected.
the
Let's teach
dream
him a
loop.
lesson, traveler.
Stop right there. Lightning, animal test 6308. Absorption test, animal test 6308. And hit.
I hear everything. Can't see.
These babies are so cute. They thought they could beat me.
How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling
Genshin got
mercenary
good
like
storytelling.
me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct?
It's not just
I
all
mean,
hot
that
characters.
is
They
what I
actually
said,
have
after all.
fantastic fucking story.
And of course,
why I'm
you would
still
believe
here.
Everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
She's so hot.
In the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
Yeah, she
You
did.
were stupid enough to fall for it.
Sucker.
I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Yes,
Okay,
mommy.
that
Fuck him
should be
up.
all of them.
Oh, so you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
Yeah. We've seen her fight.
No task can be done without preparation. I just
2
happened to
months in a
notice
dream
couple
loop, dude.
suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Me too, Ray. Me too.
Instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
So those names you mentioned.
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed
I'm
butcher,
busy. Go wait.
Scar-riddled bandit. Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think.
I was actually reading a
So Edgar and
book
Delavar are
that
always
was like
rambling in
the
tavern about how King Deshret is a
characters,
superior
like the
deity.
villainous characters with the longest, like, shittiest names are
He's
like
just
the
a
ones that go
numbskull
down
who fell
first
right
all the
into our
time.
trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar
And that's
first,
exactly
then
what just
try to
happened
track
just
him
now.
down.
So who is the ducktail bearded crook?
That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Oh yeah.
So he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Wow! What a genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for ya.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
Hmm? About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Does that bother you?
I don't think you're that kind of person.
What makes you so sure?
Because even without an employer, you're still helping us out.
Tia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon.
Gosh, she's
I've
so
heard
pretty.
a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate.
She
I've begun
is.
to
She's the
realize that
goodest
the
little
sages are behind
bean.
everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in King Deshret, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the academia's trickery.
Bunch of fucking
But I see through
jerkwads.
it all.
We should have punched him
And
in the
unlike them,
dream.
I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Tia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village.
Yes, Queen. Anything for you, mommy.
This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
Yes,
I'll meet you
mommy.
back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Sounds good.
As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Ooh, Candace has a mean streak if that's what Day is saying. Yeah. Yeah. That's why Aria is very much in love with Candace. But also, what's not to love about Candace? I mean, look at her. Look, just look at her. Just look at her. She's so pretty. Look at this woman. She is a queen. She's a fucking goddess, dude. Oh, yes, please. That sounds so hot. Look at her. Like, hot damn. Mm. Yeah. I still need to work on building her. Unfortunately, I have fuck all for fucking elemental pieces. Ain't got shit. So I'm trying to get all my characters to level 90, and it takes so many fucking elemental pieces, dude. Like, let's see. How far down my character list? Let me look at my character list. Look, I got a lot of characters. I got a lot of fucking characters. It's been a fucking struggle. But I want to be able to like have chat like completely like randomize my team for me. But right now I can't do that. Not everybody's built. So just we get randomized teams. Team we're rocking today was chosen by Blue. Exactly. She got a fucking duel this. But yeah, we need to work on the boy. I really need to get the boy in the team. Look at him, he's hot. Ugh. Yes. But anyway, story. We're doing story. Next morning, right? Bah. Whew.
Hey, Dia.
Right on time.
Eh? Did we learn anything from the criminals?
We'll know any moment now.
Ooh.
I've been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Yeah.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way.
Oh,
it takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she
Time
is,
for
and
drugs.
shoulder that kind of responsibility.
Chat, take your meds, hydrate, sit up, you cashew-shaped bitches, all that fun stuff.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Cool.
Really?
You're very
Thanks
hot.
for that.
And we've seen your determination in action.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes, I was here yesterday to help out a little.
Oh?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more?
I want them to interrogate me.
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Yes, mommy.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
Oh.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure.
That's hot.
It's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're
gonna die. She mastered it really quickly, too. Now she's just as terrifying as he is.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there's one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
Grovel and beg, you little horse.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about King Deshret's resurrection.
Shocking.
Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Aw, he's even getting in on it.
It's all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
Where are the village keepers now?
I'm not sure.
That's one.
One strike.
You get a total of 3.
Mm.
Then, you die by my hand.
Ooh.
I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Do you have any idea who that mysterious person might be?
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself King Deshret's envoy.
Okay.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Whoa.
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Shocking, because I totally didn't know that.
Spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands.
Yeah, we learned that some time ago.
They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
In Sumeru, Sataria also mentioned King Deshret's resurrection was just an Academia's misinformation campaign.
Just as I thought.
See?
But what could they want with the village keepers?
Something sussy.
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia.
Exactly.
That changing their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars.
Yeah. They're like, oh, they're crazy. Nobody'll miss them.
Our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
What scheme is the academia brewing now?
Saucy shit.
You look worried. Thinking about the village keepers?
Yes. I'd look for them myself if I could. As members of our village, each one of them is very important to me.
Oh.
You have a strong sense of belonging here. I guess I'm the opposite. Mercs are stray dogs, wherever they go.
Dia, don't say that. You can be a part of this community too.
Aww.
Thanks. I'll let you know when I feel like joining.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, there he is.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Don't worry about him. I love how
Well,
sneaky he is.
as
He
you
just
can
pops
see,
out of nowhere.
I'm merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
Don't worry about him. He's sitting here reading a book.
Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Byron's so mad! Byron's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Damn! Man, nobody in Summer likes Paimon. Damn, bro. That was such a sick bird. Holy shit. Woo! Go ahead. I won't stop you.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yes.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere.
Come with. I appreciate the titty shot. I'm gonna wait till it autos, if it even does. There it goes. That's the time when there's like the long pauses. I just click through them. But that one, he deserved it. He deserved that. Also the titty window. Anyway, maybe he's giving us time to think.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
PyahEXethon, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
That's true.
Yeah, you're all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
No.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
Fair.
Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Care to enlighten?
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
So you're saying we can find new info from someone you've already spoken to?
Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact,
Yeah, she
she's been
seemed
observing
very
your every
nervous
move
and
since you
shady.
arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, Any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Scary.
You were asking about the the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Unless.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
True.
Why would
She slipped up.
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
True.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
What a good boy. Give him head pats.
We're on it.
Knock knock.
Miss
The
Shaw,
Wiverwee.
as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler?
Sure thing, Miss Shani.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better?
No.
Why's that?
Because it'll only result in conflict.
That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
I can't promise anything, but I'll do the best I can.
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
We're thorough. Also, Dendro Daddy said.
It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru.
Oh, baby.
Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which,
Untrue. Nahida loves all.
Traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives.
Oh, baby.
Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
What is it, baby? You can tell us?
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
Yes. Your involvement will not
I'll
be
tell you
told
what I
to
told
anybody.
PyahEXEthon. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
Interesting.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Could you make out where the sounds were coming from?
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
Yeah, scary. It's
They
haunted.
used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Oh. We need to go check out that hospital.
Yeah, let's go!
Then we go to a spooky haunted hospital in the middle of the desert. Nothing could ever go wrong. Yum. Yum.
Is this the place? It's in terrible shape, and there's sand everywhere.
Empty and...
Monsters! Watch out! Our bond is strong. Absorption test. Animo test 6308. Swirl. Mark 2.
Form of the forest. Judgment is upon you. You stand condemned. Guilty.
Hello there, bud.
Dissipate. Out of my way. Stand clear. Animo test.
Itay. Not a pain.
Can't see. I'll uproot you.
Nowhere to run.
Oh no, not the bee! Not my squishy little bee!
Through me, justice is served.
It's a crowd.
Itay.
You stand condemned.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
Speak for yourself, Paimon. What were you even expecting?
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, you know, something like that.
Paimon.
He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
He's investigating.
This is the one. Let's go in and take a look.
Had to be something.
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to work.
Yeah.
Until then, I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read?
Always come prepared.
What Paimon see?
Something too smart for your little brain to
Okay,
comprehend.
sure.
Huh? The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion, in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh?
Physics.
When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
Physics.
So, you got that?
Oh,
No.
Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya! How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to read a book once in a while either.
Hey, Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
Okay. Paimon's the best.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Some spooky noises.
Huh? What was that sound?
Yeah.
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
Mm.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Violence.
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Hmm.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Here we go. Wait. I don't know why it took me up top, but okay. No? Okay. There's a key? Okay. Wonder if there's more monument. Ciao. Let me up.
Keep up.
What a boy. Ciao. No. Too short. Hey, here's one. This is locked.
One with the forest. Let's nip that in the bud.
Dissipate. Lightning terrified. Animal hypostasis emulation.
Bah. Alright, let me get there. Another one over there. Probably another one over there. Let's go over here first, since we see it. Do the thing.
Enshroud! Stand with me! Animal test 6308! Stand clear! Animal test 6308!
Surrender! Your sins weigh upon your soul! Your penance is due!
Itai!
Guilty! Futile!
Can't see? I hear everything!
I'll settle this!
Gotta be one over here, right? No inside, okay. What y'all doing?
Our bond is strong!
Nowhere to run!
That was weird.
Surrender!
Where do you think you're going? I'll be back.
No, you won't.
Nowhere to run!
Just gonna beat this bitch against the wall.
Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned.
Oh, right here. Back down we go. Look, it's all open now. Emergency notice. Patient Avis, male 23. Survival will be difficult without professional medical care. Patient's survivability, once found, immediately inform. Don't give up. Stay positive. All things under the watchful eye of the divine, so don't ever give up. The rest of the document has been rendered unreadable by weathering. Ew. This is fine. Keep balanced diet, rest regularly, maintain a good mood. Monday, minty bean soup, touching lunch, curry shrimp. Ooh, yummy foods. Hi. What's up? You want to snuggle? There's a cat that wants to snuggle. Give me a second. You come here. Give me that. You come here. It's okay. Yeah. Come snuggle. Yeah. Keep it. Keep it. It's okay. He's a good boy here. He's a good boy. He's been wanting snuggles all day. You say hi to chat? It's been unsettly. Gotta settle, bud, if you want to stay night up and hang out. I'm gonna do streaming things. We can snuggle if you want. Don't snuggle while I do things. I know you're a pacer, but don't jump on the headphone cord or I will yeet you across the room for the dog to chase you, okay? Okay. This week's shifts. In case of emergency, contact physician on duty immediately. Monday, Ibrahim. Tuesday, redacted. Wednesday, Amoid. The remaining sections are blank. Old vase. Seems to be darkened remains of stem in the vase. It's probably used old flowers. Words for Oven are on the bottle. Seems someone... gift to someone named Oven. There's lore here.
Look, there's someone over there.
We need to be careful.
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Good little boy. He's such a good cat.
Wait.
Did we find Grandpa? Crazy.
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
No.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
No.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
Interesting. Also, is that a scar or is that shading? So how did he become like this?
Leaving that question aside for the moment,
He's hot. I have to observe him.
being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here.
Might have
Perhaps they
just been
simply didn't
shading.
have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility.
Do you want to go back?
It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. Symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos.
Yeah.
Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
That man that went crazy. Well, forget me. Yep. The Aramite who went mad.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this.
Shocking.
It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto King Deshret's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King Deshret and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Very clever.
It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
They finally found a
Throughout
use
this
for him.
process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons.
I see.
An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
For
One
research.
possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the
Shocking.
technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
Yeah.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
How did you learn of this technology?
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process.
Oh.
Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
No, that can't be right. The mad scholars made contact with divine consciousness in the forest. So it's safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui doctor and the balladeer. They're using the divine knowledge
The look on your
capsules to
face
turn a
tells me
balladeer
you've
into a
realized
god.
the answer.
The academia needs people who have been exposed to the divine consciousness.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. But what is their ultimate goal?
To make a god.
I've spent quite some time trying to analyze
To resurrect
the
their
contents of
own
the divine
god.
knowledge capsule,
I'm sure.
but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
He's
All
seen what it's
scholars
done.
seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm
He
not
doesn't want to go
particularly
crazy.
interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
True.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Shut him down.
Of course. The academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed.
Sorry, my shoulders
This
are killing me.
matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that.
He doesn't go
There is no
fuck.
shortage of suffering in Sumeria, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that?
He just wants to
Save every
fix
last
shit for
person?
himself.
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
Your motives are more specific and personal.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine
I like
knowledge
that in a
capsule is
man.
something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Though he rejects the notion of moral responsibility, he justifies blah, blah, blah. Someone like him might make for a better ally.
I've been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
True.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
True.
Wow, that's a great way to think about it.
I quite like it.
I was really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general.
Ooh,
There's nothing more to it than
he's
that.
such a cocky shit. I love it. So what do we do with him?
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us.
Okay.
We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
I need a new chair. This fucking sucks. Does not have proper support for me. My shitty little mage body.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process.
Being nosy. Snooping. Looking around. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here. I was looking for the lore. Back to the village. Knock knock. Information gathered. Let's go fuck up the academia.
We're back.
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
Oh, thanks, Mommy. It's sweet of you.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
Because the doctor's 20 steps ahead of us.
One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Academia.
Well, they're spying on us through the Akasha terminals.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue.
Care to share your thoughts?
Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
Oh, do tell.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, PyahEXethon, since you were always acting alone.
He does what he wants.
I know. You have a point, but I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
Jump, jump.
The academia is monitoring me?
That
It's
never
not that
occurred to
simple.
you?
The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia
Damn.
entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
Apparently they
The
are.
Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from.
True.
Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
Yeah.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
Exactly.
I have an idea.
Okay, do tell.
If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Okay.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
What's your next plan of action
There's
then?
always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now! If the academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
One step behind him.
Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
Getting smarter, Paimon.
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him! Please, wait! I want to go too!
Stay put, kid.
You want to go too? If so, you have to promise you'll stay safe.
We shouldn't be taking this child with us.
Grandpa, I promise I'll be careful. I won't cause any trouble.
Kid, there's a possibility Grandpa might be dead. Just saying. Alright.
Hey, let's go! Remember to pack some food with you. Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
They just fucking left. What's up, Candace?
I'll be awaiting your good news.
Okay, we'll be back. Sino! TikTok. Can you load faster, please? Boy.
So, where do we go from here?
Sina, do you remember the route you took?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
Mm-hmm.
I know the desert like the back of my hand. Is that because you play here a lot? Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
What a smart kid. Maybe he should be a scholar.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
As long as it's not a grave. No, it isn't the time for complaining, Paimon.
Okay. So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there, it looks like it's buried really deep.
Yep.
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here.
Okay.
Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Another device.
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of scary.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what? Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Kid.
Your grandpa's gonna be fine.
NPC hasn't died yet.
Zach didn't display any signs of starvation or
So that means Grandpa might be dead.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
True. I agree.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Running on sand is so tiring. But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Apparently.
Of course it is.
Voices, over there.
Oh.
It sounds like an argument.
Oh.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Yeah. He has to. It's his job.
They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting.
She's a step ahead of us, huh?
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you...
Don't worry, she's up to something. See, this is why we shouldn't have brought a kid.
Huh? Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
No.
So,
she's just doing her sussy shit as you usually do.
Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself, I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
Debatable.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Ours, duh.
Shut it, Paimon.
Hey. Everyone telling Paimon this stuff.
Deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King Deshret. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
Yeah.
I'm a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
Okay, bud.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the academia.
They're playing you for a fool, bud.
We'll stomp the academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samia.
Whatever you say, dude.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison.
Yeah.
If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
Yeah, and way smarter, too.
You look more like pawns of the academia to me.
Once upon a time, maybe.
Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukadavada have to say?
Ugh.
Filthy traitors.
We're servants of Lesser Lord Kusanali. Get it right.
We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile.
True.
Perhaps we should.
Rough them up.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia?
Huh? Well, Hathim.
These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
True.
You can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Yeah.
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the academia?
Plenty.
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the academia's way of doing things?
You academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall.
Can we kill him
Make
already?
myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. PyahEXethon, do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. and mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Hey, yo.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
Yeah.
That's fine.
Mommy.
Are you crazy?
Holy
We came here
shit.
to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me.
Oh.
Ramon, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
Hey. Yo.
No!
You're not for the kid.
Tia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
I'm ready for violence.
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
No. No. Damn!
Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces?
Okay, bud.
You've shown me
You
that you're serious.
fucking maniac.
Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Okay. You don't specify where in the desert? Because the desert's kind of big, you know, but yeah, whatever. But, the story. You good, honey?
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Oh, thank God.
That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Ugh, mommy. Don't ever do that again. I'll be worried about you.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Yeah.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't
Damn.
doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
Yeah.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
Yeah, kid.
It's okay. I promised you I'd
She's
help
always
find
up
your
to
grandpa,
shit.
so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Easy.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
A little bit. But it's kind of hot. I think he was stating the truth. That's just how he is.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
Yeah, it is. This is fine. Oh boy. Wait until the following morning. Got it. Yum. How's it going, chat? Hope you all are having a wonderful day. And if it's not, I hope I'm making the day a little bit better with my silly, silly commentary over Genshin story. Boy. Okay.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
Leave the kid at home, bro.
Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday.
Yeah.
No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with
Oh
you.
yeah, you don't want to upset mommy.
Fine.
You tell her. Ugh. Man, this story quest has all the hot characters all together, and I fucking love it. Ugh. Oh wait, out here? Holy shit, dog. Damn it, these are all underground. I'm glad they added underground markers on the teleporters, dude. That makes things so much more helpful.
Ah, it's so hot. Even a mist fly.
It's fine. Now you notice me? Past you. Like, you're miles away, bud. Ow. Ow.
Surrender.
Stand clear. Stand with me. Enhanced animal modules.
Nowhere to run.
Yeah, bud. Fuck off. Anyway, the last couple days I've been listening to the Sumeru soundtrack, and oh my god, the music's so fucking good. It fucking slaps, dude. Hey, punks. Let's do it.
Huh. They got here before us.
Shocking.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
You didn't have to admit that.
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Is it Grandpa?
Grandpa!
Hey.
Why is there only one of them?
Come on. I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think? Well, let me put it this way.
I told you, we should have just kicked his
Agreeing
ass.
to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
Bruh. Sign up, punch him.
You stay right there!
Ooh. Mommy's angry. Fuck him up, mommy. Hell yeah. Oh, yes. This is what I wanted. I wanted to see mommy in action.
Don't you see this blade here? You coward. Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second. It's a earthquake!
Oh! thought she couldn't get out. I thought she couldn't possess anybody.
Paimon's dizzy.
Did she imbue them with her power? Or do they have access to the power because of the divine knowledge they've touched? Huh. Anyway. Is everyone okay? The hot people are accounted for.
Ugh, this day's going just great.
What a nuisance. The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us.
Yeah.
It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body.
Okay, so her trying to fix what's wrong with them must have just left over powers, or maybe when somebody gets possessed by her, some of her powers remain. No doubt. You finally believe me?
The Dendro Archon. The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused again.
He's doing what he
Hey,
can.
look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It's a lot of shit underground.
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures.
Yep.
The symbols on the gate belong to King Deshret's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise King Deshret.
You're still here.
What's he doing here? And his men too?
Can we kill
They
them?
must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in really bad shape, except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted Lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
Ugh.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
Yeah, he is.
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
Of course you do. Nosy bastard.
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of King Deshret's civilization appear. Two major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Ugh.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in gods.
He's not.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being, or creature, you could say.
Yeah. It is true. It's
New
not wrong.
discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
The Archon's either ascended or a creature that also ascended, so, you know.
King Deshret will take care of his people. Right now, I'm going inside.
Bruh. Yeah, woo, we found the ancient temple of King Deshret. Ah. Anyway, let's keep going, I guess. Knock, knock. Okay. Recommended is Electro, Pyro, Cryo. Do I have a team that's got all those? No. Hmm. This one's closest. If I just sub out. I'd rather. Bringo Burr. Let's just sub Chinari here. A4.
As per our contract.
Yeah. 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 Anyway, let's go, I guess.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
The power of Dendro.
And there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rahman.
Huh? Me?
Do you see another Rahman here?
Why'd you call him Sir?
What do you mean, sir?
Yeah.
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from King Deshret's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
You don't even need a vision to see it's Dendro heavy.
If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
Here we go, I guess. Oh. Puzzle time? Puzzle time. Look up at the hall as a mortal and listen to King Deshret's holy guidance. Okay. Okay. This is where we came in from, right? No? Yes? Yes, because it was opened on that side, so... I don't see you jack shit. Yeah, I get that. It lit up. I guess that's it. Oh, they're moving on their own. I figured it out. Let's go. Ooh, sugoi. Get radishes and cabbages out of that?
Next on the agenda.
Or was that from the shiny? And it just happened to spawn all those guys.
Born of icy, our bond is strong. Out of my way. This is long overdue. Motion to come.
Blah, 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 blah. Whoa, 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 where did all this chat come from? What the fuck? Hello? Has my chat been, like, bugged? Because, like, now I'm just seeing you guys actually talk. Holy shit. Last thing I'd seen was, like, the comment about the dual disc. You guys have been chatting this whole time and it's been bugged, bro. I've been like, damn, chat's quiet. They're lurking, it's fine. But no, y'all been active. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I've been responding. Blame YouTube. It's on live chat and everything. It's not even top chat. What the fuck? Yeah, I know. Like, bruh.
I have to stifle a smile.
I thought it was weird.
The look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today. Panic-stricken, but unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition. Yes, this was a fine idea.
Oh my gosh, you guys have been talking so much. Sorry, YouTube's a piece of shit. Jeez. Anyway. Hang on, let me skim real fast. I'm nosy. Bruh. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for being a bro, I guess. At least it fixed itself. I see you guys now. You guys are active. I see that you haven't seen me for like an hour. That's so crazy, because like I kept looking down and I was like, nobody's in chat, it's fine. I'm just vibing. But damn. Man, I'm sorry. Blame YouTube Kun. YouTube Kun's being a little shit. Oh fuck, did I accidentally leave? That's not what I meant to do. I meant to hit cancel, I hit confirm. Anyway. This is fine. Yeah, no, I love talking to chat. If there's shit wrong, like honestly,
It's full of life.
It's obvious that I ain't gonna do.
This defies
Yeah, I'm sorry, I accidentally hit the wrong button.
Are you mocking?
Interpret it however you want.
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to be.
It does seem.
Hey, we saw this cutscene before. I was just being a fucking idiot. Oh, so if this one rotates that one, then I need to make it the same, yeah? Here we go. Luckily, I wasn't too far into the dungeon for accidentally hitting the wrong fucking button. Nah. I fought y'all already. What's through here? Secrets? Leave me alone. Ooh. Ooh. Loot? No! You bastards! Fucking juked me right there. Okay. 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 Don't trust any walls. Whoa. Okay.
Cascade.
Just looking around, see if there's any sneaky loot. They like to put sneaky loot. Whee! Don't talk to me or my sons ever again. Actually, I guess it's daughters right now.
Be still.
I like how I brought everything that I needed, but I'm using the one element that I didn't need. Because Ayato is correct. Okay. After 6 days of infiltrating the temple, I finally understand the priest's parlor tricks. The elevator will descend from the ground, get on top of it before it starts ascending, and you might, again, to reach the dome. Nonsense, like forbidden ground ahead, mortals shall not pass, or whatever, are just made up by priests to hoodwink us. I leave this method here in hopes that the people of King Deshret who shall travel here in the future shall freely enjoy privilege of witnessing his sacred presence. Okay. Boy. Oh, I can't activate it like this. Of course not. Rude. Squish. Okay, I thought I'd be able to just do it from the bottom, but I guess not. And do it the proper way. No. I'm gonna go down a little further. Ta-da! Oh, hey, it's one of these.
Dissipate. Access denied. Boom boom.
Da-da-da-da. Don't touch me or my daughters Never again.
Be still.
Incinerate!
What I say? Yeah, like, right? For real, though. Okay. Multiple buttons. Do it. Okay, I see. Oh, I didn't even have to touch it. Okay. Oh, they're auto-rotating. I see. Do the thing. Now we just wait for this one to rotate. Oh wait, did I have to be on top of that again? Or is it gonna go higher now? Or am I going lower? Going lower? I'm confused.
Now that's a sight to see.
Oh.
King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here.
Aren't that
Different than what I
isn't
expected.
that Inazuman?
Plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
Some of those plants were Inazuman. Ooh. Oh, pretty. Holy shit. I'm concerned that I'm doing this as Traveler specifically.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Holy shit.
Wait.
Yeah? Well, I didn't put auto back on. Give me a second anyway. I feel like... Yeah, I'm gonna refresh. Because now I'm paranoid. There we go. Live chat. Okay. Okay. You know, I'll have it up on my phone too, because I don't know for sure, because my phone is on a different account. Totally not farming views or anything. Alright, you have a good rest. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
What's that?
What is that indeed?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
It looks like a tomb.
These are King Deshret runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala.
Mm-hmm.
His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient King Deshret's script?
Yeah,
Of
he's a
course.
genius.
Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
Ayo.
He's not serious,
What the
right?
fuck?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world.
Oh.
King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible.
Oh, she's so pretty.
She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life.
Oh.
The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself.
Ooh.
I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more.
No.
In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I
They're the same.
Have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
I was wondering.
What was that?
Lesser Lord Kusanali and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata are the same!
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and King Deshret were never enemies at all.
No.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata came to rescue King Deshret and his people, eradicating forbidden knowledge. The two deities hadn't resented each other, unaware the gods struck each other through life and death.
Distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before.
Yeah.
The surviving
You
followers
ignorant
of King
fuck.
Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refuse to believe any of the rumors.
Ugh. Always
King
question,
Deshret's
even the
death,
divine.
the all but total annihilation of our civilization. It was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing. We
No.
saw her as nothing more than a traitor. He stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
I think it's interesting. This cursed
You were
knowledge
blinded by your
is from a
prejudice.
different world.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart,
Yeah.
how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
Yeah.
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
True.
Dia, tell me, my Eremites and I, what are we even fighting for?
A pointless feud.
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. Thanks.
That was good.
I should
I
probably
guess.
go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for. But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side.
Pog.
And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you too.
Aw, that's sweet. Look, he's not a bad guy.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yeah. Fuck the
Yes.
sages.
The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
That must have been rough, but he seems to have figured things out now.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
This is a turn for the better.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
Whatever you say, Paimon. What's up, Sino?
We're leaving!
Stop yelling.
I absolutely love everybody in Sumeru is just like, shut the fuck up, Paimon! Oh my god. So good. Anyway, take this pretty sight in while I can. Off we go! Yeah, so that priest looked a mighty lot like Sino, didn't it? There's a thing here? Where? Below?
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
I'll find it in a minute. Hello, Aang. Again to pick up the village people.
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Haru village shortly.
Bug.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it.
Yeah, we did.
We share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
Yo.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Fuckers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
Yeah.
There's no need
Be
to
scared.
yell. No one can help you now.
I like how the scribe is the one that they're afraid of. Not General Ma.
That's right.
Oh, there he is. He was hiding. He was lurking in the shadows.
General Mahamatra?
There it is. Yes, cower in fear, you fuckers.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale like they've seen a ghost.
Yeah.
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Yeah.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Oh, please do worse.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry.
True. Tell him, Paimon.
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
May I ask them question?
Be my guest.
The sages are trying to create a new god, aren't they?
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
First they heard of it.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru.
Bruh.
It may seem as if Sumeru's academics
X
are
to
thriving.
doubt.
Ever since the death of Great
You don't know who you're dealing with.
Scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
She is. She's just tiny.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, do you wish to create a god?
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
Yeah.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Alhaitham. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher.
It's from a different world!
It's the source of the god of wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
But the sage's end product won't be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. It will be the Balladeer.
You must have noticed by now. The academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters.
Yeah.
It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration.
But you have one.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
From the beginning, the academia has never treated her as a god.
Yeah,
When
apparently.
the academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away.
Wisdom comes in multiple
Lesser Lord
forms,
Kusanali's
okay?
gnosis had been
It's
used to
not
power the
just
Akasha this
knowledge.
entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
Being asshats. Even now, they refuse to acknowledge Lesser Lord Kusanali. I never imagined a god could be subjected to such cruelty.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Yeah. We'll give him to Candace. She can fuck him up.
Sure. As you wish.
Ooh. I can't wait to see Candace fuck him up.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them.
Aww.
The two new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too. Really great work, everyone.
Thanks, Mommy.
The atmosphere is so heavy.
It's hard not to feel weighed down by what we just learned. Despite everything Lesser Lord Kusanali has done for other people, the academia abandoned her and he protected the blah, blah, blah. Words.
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about something else.
I love that Deus just trying to keep the mood light.
Fetch some snacks.
Snackies!
Oh! Paimon's so coming with you!
I want some snackies. I don't
Do
have
you
many
any
good
plans,
snacks
traveler?
though. My teeth are
Beelzebub,
fragile.
You're not talking about work, are you?
I want to share everything I know with you all.
So you were still withholding some information?
Yes, I'm sorry. I had my reasons. But now, I know we're all in this together. Yankees. Ooh. Mommy's so chill. Pog.
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
It's everything we've experienced so far in Sumeru.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I had anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
Yeah.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
True.
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
Yes.
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
No matter what lies ahead, I will do my utmost.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yeah.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
Pog! Another chapter completed. I might save the finale for next stream. I'm not super tired by any means, but it is on the later side. There is a stream tomorrow.
Don't rush. This is a big undertaking, and the planning and preparation for what lies ahead will no doubt take some time. Take it slowly. We need to make sure the plan is as effective as possible.
He's starting to read his book again. Hey, are you even listening?
He's smart.
Would you like me to lend you something to read?
No way. Your books aren't quite to Paimon's taste.
Yeah, Paimon needs children's books.
I know my books are far too difficult for you, and I have no intention of lending them out.
Ugh, you're so annoying.
I remember seeing memes about, like, it's this prompt saying sit. Like, it glitched out. I was like, whoa. I think that was, like, a thing for a while on, like, art. But, yeah. I think I'll end it here for the night. I'll talk to everyone though. Get a little fun in here.
You must let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Yes, Mummy.
Though I cannot leave Aura Village, I can't help but feel stirred when I see the looks in your eyes.
Yeah?
I've never felt as roused as this when fighting alone in the past. I suppose this must be the power of camaraderie.
Yeah. Power friendship. But yeah, we have stream tomorrow, so I shouldn't stay up too terribly late. And I've been putting off doing things, so, you know.
In the past, I never imagined that even the gods could suffer from hardship. If we can find a way to change all of this, will this nation become a better place?
Maybe. That's my Oshi! I'm so happy for him.
The past few days have been some of the most challenging work I've ever taken on, and none of it'll earn me a single Mora. I can't believe it.
Look on the bright side, Dia. Maybe we'll get a huge reward after this is all over.
You've got a point. Hey, what would you do if you woke up tomorrow with more money than you could ever spend?
Bruh.
Paimon would buy boatloads of tasty snacks.
That's it?
That sounds about right.
And maybe some tasty drinks as well?
How adorable. Well, here's to all our indulgent fantasies. If there's a chance they can come true, I'll give it my best shot.
True.
Here's hoping that everything we do from now on will change this world for the better.
All right, what would all of you do with more money than you could ever spend? Me, I'd go full send into VTube. Absolutely, like multiple models, new PC, 2 new PCs, double PC setup.
Sure, I've forgotten something. Not to worry, I'll simply.
You know, all of it.
Your memory is far superior to mine.
I mean, if I had more money than I could spend, then, you know, I'd be able to do it full time. That's the dream. It'd be great. I talked to all the beans. Yeah. Oh, I just gotta straight up leave. Well, guess I'm leaving it here. Quite literally. We don't continue at all. I cannot play Genshin again until I do it on stream. I'll just be stuck in this house with all these hot people. I like that. I like that idea. Anyway, let me switch over. Not that one. There we go. Found it. We can just listen to this lovely music. Or no, we can't. Can we? No, it's on my desktop audio. It should. I guess it's just so quiet right now. Yeah, turn it up a little bit. And like, subscribe, smash the like button, comment button. I don't know. Comment what you would do with the infinite amount of money. Yeah. I'm curious. Brain going burr. Yeah, if you subscribe and you get us to 800, then I get to play Hades for the first time. Yeah. I haven't played Hades for the myself. I've been present for people playing Hades, but I've never played it myself. So, I'll start from the beginning and we'll see how far I get. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be fun. But yeah, I don't know how close are we to that right now. Let me look. I know we've been steadily on an upswing. We're at 786, according to my phone. So, yeah. I don't think I have any like mindless ramblings that I like normally do. I usually have a lot of end of stream rambles. But not today apparently. It's nothing coming to mind. I got shit I need to do. So maybe I'll jump off and actually, you know, be good and be productive. Yeah. Anyway, love you all. Thank you for stopping by. You'll see some Genshin on the schedule, and there'll probably be some Genshin that's not on the schedule. Because that's how it goes. That's how I do things. I'm addicted. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm not addicted. No interventions necessary. I can stop whenever I want. See, I'm stopping right now. I could keep going. I could keep going for a few more hours. But I'm stopping. So I'm not addicted. But yeah. Oh yeah, there's Discord. I didn't mention Discord, did I? Now that I think about it. Join the Discord. There's horny jail stuff there. Especially of a lot of hot Genshin characters. So, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I love you all. We'll see you guys next time. We'll see you tomorrow. Because doing Tales. It's going to be my first Tales stream with live 2D. With this form. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. Tales is like my favorite game of all time. Though Genshin's creeping up there. I wouldn't say Tales of Arise necessarily is my favorite, because my favorite is Zestiria. Yeah. But we'll get to that one day. I think we said we were going to play Berseria next. We're going backwards on the timeline of game release, apparently. Yeah. It is what it is. Anyway, bye-bye! Love you! It is ending time. See thee later. Fare thee well. Love you all. Bye.